Now, the title here, it's not a cold case, referring to the 48-hour principle. No, I mean, okay, I got that wrong. I'm not an expert, but listen, it's 48 hours fresh. It's not a cold case. The trail is still hot. What I'm talking about is if you really want to see how this stuff works and how we find leads and how we find synchronicities, well, I have one that's 48 hours fresh. I, excuse me. Now, if you go back through my videos, I made a video about the Apollo moon. And the Apollo moon video spoke about, I believe that was the video. The Apollo moon video spoke about the 31st being a blue moon, and it's running on an 18 to 19 year cycle, which is a metonic cycle. I think that was the title of the video, but that was the content. It was one of my previous videos. Now, one of the comments I had said, one of the comments about the blue moon and the significance is that it's somewhere there's an opening ceremony type deal, a party. They're not sacrificing anybody per se. I mean, they probably sacrifice people every day. But we're talking about a massive sacrifice that I personally, like right now, anyways. Um, here's the importance, the crazy stuff. As I was going through some work, um, this just popped into my head. This just popped up like I remembered it. Like, whoa, hold on. Sean Connery died on the 31st of October. That's Halloween. Now, he was in the movie Highlander, which is a movie we cover featuring Trump's bloodline. Okay? In the movie Highlander, he plays the character Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez. Okay? I haven't looked into Highlander 2, but he plays this character who is Connor McLeod's. He's like a spiritual guide. Okay? Y'all need to see this. This is Donald Trump's mother's last name. So I want you to understand this. This person, the way it worked is they were immortal. The only way they died was being their head cut off, but they could live forever, and so they traveled through time. And there was an event called the quickening, right here. And it was this moment in time. Everything led up to this moment in time, and all of these immortal individuals were magnetized and called towards each other. And the Highlander, the saying is there can only be one, and so there had to be the last one remaining. And Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez sought out Connor McLeod to mentor and train with him so that he could uh, fight the main antagonist, which would be, I don't know his name. He's depicted as the typical one. We'll see it in this video right here. Before I get off track and I lose my point of thought, we can look into this scene right here, this death. We're gonna focus on this. Highlander. I spoke about the quickening. Now, in this movie, they're an ancient bloodline, and we relate this to something relating to the presidency, but maybe not just the presidency, because everybody's seeing the stuff that's going around in the world that maybe uh, the how you would say jurisdiction or sovereignty of rulers is going to break traditional boundaries and diverge from what we. I just don't know what to expect, and I think a lot of things are going to change in the ways we look at governments and how people. Uh, I think the whole entire world is in for a change. I'm going to do a video on the TikTok, Walmart, Apple, um, what's it called? The lawsuit that's going on that just began in the Supreme Court. All of it, the resolution of all of it is China and America is all going to be combined on the blockchain so they can spy on us all together. That's years down the line, don't worry. That's another video. I want to stick to this Highlander stuff, but this is what I'm talking about. All of this is all just combining and coming together, so it's not just a presidential election. So this is what I'm talking about. So we're going to look in right here real quick. Highlander, this is the death of Ramirez. Now I want y'all to see this. I think that this might be something similar to the Biden character, okay? Because Connor McLeod is the Trump character, and this is, I don't know if this character is significant, though there is a woman in the Bible. We're not talking about that. I think this is the Biden character because they have to debate. They have to, like, train against each other. It could be Pence. I really don't know. I really couldn't tell you. But they're sitting there. He is sitting here. And Trump's character is gone away or something. And the bad guy breaks in. Yeah, and they battle. Boom, 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 boom. They climb the tower. They fight. They climb the tower. I don't know why there's sound. I have this muted. That's strange. Right? You see that, right? So they climb the tower. Y'all see this tower crumbling, right? Now, here is the Economist cover. And we know these tarot cards. I want y'all to see this because here's the tower. And as the battle progresses, the tower. And then what we see left is this. Now, also, I want to say this could be Bush. This could be Obama, this character. There's another character who we know who's going to reemerge. It seems to be so, and I'll show you in the next, like, evidence that we have of some type of resurgence. Obama was out there saying, hey, there can only be one. He said it. There can only be one president. And this was around the time when Donald Trump was being inaugurated. But watch this scene.
Night you sleep in hell.
Boom.
There can be only one.
Now, this right here, I want y'all to see this, without a doubt, is the Jacob's Ladder over here on the Bank of America mural featuring Donald Trump, the Masonic tiles. You see this is I forget the name of this, but when you unfold it, it creates a crucifix. This is the eclipse. This is all the stuff that we're talking about now. Jacob's Ladder is a biblical thing. Basically, it's a stairway leading to heaven. So when I talk about this quickening and all the people being attracted to this throne, this ladder, this Highlander pinnacle right here, this is what we're talking about. Do we understand how, I don't believe in magic and immortals, but this is a story that if we use our imagination and we translate the imaginative into tangible and logical, then we can find some parallels, and that's what we've been doing. It doesn't stop there, though. It does not stop there. Here is my photo. Okay, now I took this and I chopped it in half, and we can see clearly there is a figure here. We see the shoulders. Okay, y'all see the chin. Y'all see the head. Y'all see the ears. Now, it is one of these two individuals. These two are related. These are cousins. Y'all do see the same exact head shape, the same exact hairline, same exact nose shape, same exact everything. They're related. Trust me. This is all stuff that may be going down. And it's crazy because that was Halloween 31st. And we have Donald Trump's mother being mugged on the 31st. Like, synchronicities that we cannot... We're hearing things happening in this world, and we're saying, no, 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 no. For all you know, Sean Connery could have been dead for a month now. I'm going to actually have to go back and see the last. But guess what? Everything would be on Zoom, and they've got deep fake technology. They've had it. So unless there's video of him walking around amongst the crowds, that's the last known source that we can rely on for these celebrities. That's one thing that people have not thought about regarding the death of these celebrities, is that only people that can verify are the people who have been paid off, and no public people can. But yeah, so we don't know if Sean Connery's dead or alive. And The Economist releases their notorious covers, and look at this, Donald Trump. Now I'm telling y'all, I don't care who wins, right? But I have a feeling Biden will win this election, and Donald Trump will then contest the validity of mail-in voting. This was the entire reason for Donald Trump playing hardball with stimulus. Many people thought that Donald Trump needed a high stock market via stimulus injection to persuade voters to vote for him so he can get the incumbent seat. But when Donald Trump said no, it shocked everybody, didn't it? Because he doesn't care. He's going to second guess it. And when he does, that's why he rushed in the ACA vote and got rid of the stimulus. Does everybody see? It's a long plan, and this can be done and it will be done, which is why I think that Biden will win the election. That's the play. That's what I think. And we have this, again, this Illuminati card, Enough is Enough, the Donald Trump character. It says, at any one time, at any place, our snipers can drop you. Have a nice day. It says, play this card on your own term before drawing any plots. You may remove all zap paralysis or antidote freeze cards that are infecting your power source. However, preoccupied with yourself. That's rules to the game. You may draw plots at the end of the turn. So basically, this is a card. This enough card is like play this card on your own turn. So before drawing any plots, it's like, hey, he's gonna play this enough is enough thing before, like while it's still his turn, is what I'm telling y'all. This is what we're looking out for. And this is what we do. This is what we do. How tangible is this? I don't know. Will I include this in my final presentation of Casey's work? No. This is just an example of when we're doing work and we just stumble upon stuff, we put these things together, and maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months, maybe 2 years, 3 years from now, something else happens. Maybe 19 years from now, something happens and the connection was there. And it just leads to more information in order to decode their communications, because they don't send out, when they do things, when they plan 9/11, when they plan Sandy Hook, when they plan the Vegas attacks, when they plan anything and everything, they don't send out memos. They don't, in the 1980s, they weren't faxing people, hey, we're going to bomb the Oklahoma building this morning, make sure you don't go there. They weren't doing any of that. They had codes. They had, special ways of doing things, and this is one of them through Hollywood. This is definitely one of them. Because all the people know to look there. And this is kind of what keeps everything a mystery, because everybody's on their toes because they don't know for sure. And everybody's drawn to the quickening. They all know they got the codes, because they all hang out in the G20 summits and the whatever, Bohemian Groves. So, hey, I don't know. Election day. Look, y'all heard my prediction. I've gone over countless charts. Countless charts here. I've said this a million times, talking about bond market, Bitcoin. I don't know what's going to happen. If everything crashes and Bitcoin goes up, I won't be surprised. No, fundamentals are saying that Bitcoin's going to crash. So there's a buying opportunity for anybody. Like, when this stuff goes down, buy in increments. Okay, don't try and catch the bottom and then watch your money fall another 50%. But once this goes down, this is the death of the dollar. Like, y'all have to understand that, which means all the other inflationary things like, well, stocks will go up, but we don't know if it'll go up high enough. Gold and silver will go up. We don't know if it'll go up high enough. I expect real estate to crash. Automobiles will crash. Nobody will have a job. Oil will crash, but oil will be unavailable. So then oil will become $1,000 a gallon. I don't know what oil stocks are going to do. I don't know what banking stocks are going to do. It's going to get crazy. But as we can see these levels, right here is this gap zone that I'm talking about. It's dancing. They're setting it up. I think they're going to jump it. Excuse me. They could jump it today. Election, drop it down. I don't know. But I'm seeing something in this area after the election if Biden wins. And it could drop down here. That would be catastrophic. I mean, I'd make not a lot of money, but I'd make even more money because I'm only planning, like I was like, okay, I've got this much room to make gains. I got to place my trades, and figure this stuff out. Figure out, what the best play is with this much room, this much landing space. But if it turns out that there's momentum behind it and everything goes down here, that would be a dream come true for me. I know a lot of people would lose money, a lot of people would lose, but hey, I know my 3 listeners won't get caught. That's all I can tell you. And after it goes down here, we're going to see it go up, okay? With a Trump stimulus bill, an executive order. That's if we see it come down here and rest and settle and argue and this, that, and the third. And this will probably be, like I said, enough is enough. This is going to happen somewhere. Actually, I don't know if it could happen, way out here. Who knows? It might not happen. I don't know. But if they gap this, if they shoot this gap up, and they shoot this gap up, and it ends up out here after a Trump stimulus bill, we're looking at the mother of all crashes. And I really mean it, because it's going to happen. I just don't know if it's going to happen now or 10 years from now. Seriously. I have to go to the weekly time frame to show y'all. The mother of all crashes. The stock market comes down here. I really want y'all to know. I don't think it'll stop here, but if it goes this far, do you know the amount of wealth that will just be stuck? Not lost, because it'll transfer to somewhere, but the amount of retirements and pension funds, the amount of businesses, everything will be, even towns, okay? Because banks are leveraged on oil and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Even the towns will go so bankrupt they have to close schools. They have to close everything. There will literally be zero money flowing through the system. Like, if we get, and once it breaks this area, you can say goodbye. I don't imagine stocks going negative. I don't think that's possible. However, I wouldn't be surprised if an ETF like this or something finds a way of going negative. Right? Oil proved us wrong. This talk has gone way too long, but wow.